So today I'm going to cover the topic of the remote ID error that you get on the DJI Avata with the new updated firmware, and I'll put that on the screen and on the description as well. You encounter the issue with the remote ID error if your Goggles 2 is not connected to your phone with the DJI Fly app running. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that it has to find your location. So that is why you're needing to do that. Now, biggest pain I have about it and why I hate the hassle is that my goal with this product and the Goggles 2 was to be as cordless as possible, which is why I have like my power pack. The battery itself is in the back here on the head strap, and it actually has a short wire running right into the goggles, so that gets at the power without having a long cord over here. But unfortunately I have to have another cord now for the phone itself. The problem with the phone is that you've got to have the phone somewhere, and I've looked at different options. One option was putting a phone mount on the actual controller itself, and there are some out there. They're 3D printed, and I'm not really looking for something like that. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is a very heavy phone, and I think that just adds weight more to the remote, so I'm kind of avoiding that product, though that is a workaround. I've seen that as a workaround, so that kind of works good. Another option is what I have here. This is a wrist strap phone mount. So it does rotate 360 degrees, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like the fact that it's on your wrist, so that kind of gives you the ability to use the phone as well, or even look at the screen, which is kind of cool. So it's pretty much right there. It's out of the way. I'm using a 3-foot USB-C to iPhone cable, which is pretty good. I got one that's black, obviously just looks a little bit cooler in black. So even though I got a cord and it is a hassle, this is a workaround. I can still work the remote with this wrist strap here. Again, like I said, it does give you the option to rotate it at any angle, and I can still work with it as needed. Right now I'm just looking at the screen that I see on the Goggles 2. So that's kind of cool overall. It's a good workaround, and at least this way I can move and get up and go get the drone and not accidentally yank the cord off the Goggles 2 while it's connected to the phone. Plus I've got a place to place my phone. I can either do it on the left and the right as well. I went with the right arm because the cord is right there. I've got a 6-foot cord as well that I could use here as well, but I'm trying to keep things to a minimum. So overall, this is a good product. I got it for like under $20. I'll put that on the description for you guys to get a hold of this. I did buy this through Amazon, and there are different versions, different brands out there that you can pick from. I picked this particular one. It looked pretty good, and so far I'm pretty pleased with it. It does slide a little bit on occasions, but with my long sleeve shirt it tends to stay pretty good in place. The hard part of the wristband here, below here, does have some minor kind of like a silicone or rubber type material under, so it does give you a little comfort, but it's still a little bit pretty hard because it does have a hard plastic base here at the bottom. But again, overall I'm pretty pleased. It's under $20. It's something I can get as a workaround to deal with this remote ID error. And as it stands right now with it connected, I have no issues to get ready to start flying. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So here we go. And yes, the motors have started, which is great. But again, it's kind of nice just to be able to fly this and not worry about needing to worry about where my phone is or putting the phone in my lap and then eventually dropping the phone. So definitely I like that. today I'm going to switch to my sport mode on this and see how that does today. Just to go a little faster around the trees. Woohoo! Oh man, I gotta watch those branches. So I gotta stay like at about roughly 3 feet from the ground just so that I don't catch some of these branches on these trees. There are definitely a lot of branches here, I'll tell you. Oops. Man, it's a challenge. So last time I did normal mode. Today I'm going in sport mode, and it definitely is a bit challenging. But definitely I like the speed. I'm also testing the ND8 filter on my Avata drone, just because I am doing 4K 60 frames per second, and I'm going to post this video at 4K if possible, just to kind of get a feel for the quality of the video on this FPV Avata drone, kind of scoping the area. Now, you still want to be aware of your environment. I'm kind of checking the bottom. I am in an area with a lot of trees, and I'm telling you, these branches, they're really hard to see. So going down where there's a lot of trees, I'll tell you. Oh. Now, I'm not an FPV guy. I'm normally using my Mavic 3, but I should really be doing this in normal mode and not sport, but I already did the normal mode. Might as well test this out. Checking out if there are any people that I need to worry about. Definitely, this is a lot of fun. I'll tell you, sport mode, and you can fly like a bullet. It's pretty cool. I'm not yet ready for manual mode, but definitely this is pretty nice. So I'm at about 15 feet right now. I'm going to go above the trees on this one this time around. I see people around today, so I don't want to have anybody not happy about drone flyers or FPV guys, just out of respect. Woohoo! Definitely it is something you want to practice. This is I think overall not too bad. Anyways, guys, I figured I'd cover this product coming back from my landing here. So now that not that you have to land on your landing pad, but it's good practice on my end. But I'll tell you, it's a little bit tougher on this guy. So anyways, If you're interested, I will post this on my description of this video. Again, this is a pretty cool wristband for your iPhone. Again, this is an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it is heavy, but definitely this product is great. So far it's good. I'm very pleased with it. This is going to help me deal with or work around with the issue of the remote ID. It doesn't get rid of the remote ID, but at least it allows for you to fly and not have to connect your phone and then start flying and disconnect it. Plus, you know, it won't be in the way if you're trying to get to your drone or essentially move around as needed. So a great product. Again, we'll put that on the description for you guys to look at. And thanks for watching.